Welcome back, guys. We got another review for you today. Today we've got a digital watt meter here. This is from AliExpress. Basically, you plug this into the wall and then you plug an appliance or item into it, and it helps you monitor the voltage, the amps, the wattage, energy consumption over time. This can be useful for, if you have a generator, for power outage situations where you have actually limited wattage that you can use, so you need to pick and choose which devices you use. This can help you make, a spreadsheet or a plan to understand how much your fridge uses, how much, whatever your television uses, whatever the different things that you're planning on running. So this is a pretty affordable unit. This is about $13 on AliExpress. So we can see here at the top we have the days. That's telling you how many days the unit has been running and operating and keeping track. And then down here is how much time in minutes it has been recording. So let's go through some of the settings here. If we press the energy button, we can see that we're getting on the 60 hertz. We're right now using 0.3 amps. We're charging a laptop right now. This is some kind of coefficient it's showing us, some kind of energy coefficient. I'm not sure what that is. This is showing me that the max wattage during this period of time was 21.3 watts. Max amperage, 0.314. And then overload, that's just like a safety setting that you can set on here to whatever you want, and it will indicate or start flashing if you max that out or go over whatever overload limit you've set. Okay, so we're back to the current wattage. There's the voltage, 121.7 volts, and we're back to 60 hertz. Okay, so a little bit about the function of this guy. If we page through, we're now using the cost button. If we page through until we get that clock, we can actually set the clock. So you would hit the set button and hold it for 3 seconds, and now we're in set mode. So you can set this in either a 12-hour or 24-hour configuration. So I'm in the 12-hour right now, but you probably saw there that it was reading 20 hours. So it's like you still set it in the 24-hour mode, but as soon as you hit set to actually set it, it will then start displaying it as it would in the 12-hour mode. So you're getting 8:15 p.m. instead of 20:15. So you can read the manual. It's pretty easy to figure out how to set that up. But you want to set the clock because it actually gets used further on in the settings if you're going to use like a double tariff, which I'll explain later, where you're logging in two different energy rates. Maybe you get a different rate that you pay for the energy you use during peak or off-peak hours. So you might want to set this up to look at both of those. So yeah, you can set the clock. Let's go through, see some of these other ones. Okay, so total time, that's telling us how long this has been connected since we reset it. We've been charging something for 0 days and 14 minutes. Let's see here. Okay, that's the total kilowatt hours used. Our total cost is $0 at this moment. Okay, here's the tariff 1. That's where you input whatever your electricity rate is per kilowatt hour. So you would just navigate to the screen with tariff 1, and then you're going to hold the set button for 3 seconds until tariff 1 starts blinking. And you're going to hit set. Now you're going to use this plus and minus to adjust these. Once you have a number you like, you hit history. That saves it and moves to the next digit. And to the next digit. So if I went up, I could make it 15, 17. Mine's actually 14, so I'm going to leave it there and hit set. Alright. Here we can see the kilograms of CO2. So you can input here how much CO2 is consumed to produce 1 kilowatt hour of power for you. So you could look with your power provider and figure out what that is if you were interested in what your carbon footprint is. So you can change that right there, and then here it would show you in total, as long as this has been running, how much CO2 have you produced. So kind of cool. This has a lot of, more advanced features. All right, and then we're back to the clock. So there is actually a separate battery inside this. So when you unplug this from the wall, it will retain the data that it's been accumulating. So when you first go to set up some item, you're going to want to push both the energy and cost button for 3 seconds. Hold both of them. It'll flash, then you're going to hold set OK for 3 seconds. What that's going to do is that will zero everything out. So you're starting from new. You can see I'm only at 5 seconds. So that's starting a whole new profile for keeping track. So down here at the bottom, if you hit history button, there's nothing down here, but had this been running for a day or 2 days or a week or a month, you would start to see bar graphs populated down here. And you would use the history button to switch from daily to weekly to monthly. And you could actually see what your energy consumption is over that long period of time. So this is a pretty comprehensive unit. There's a lot of nice features in here. I'm sure there's some that I'm forgetting. The dual tariff mode, like I said, you can read the instructions. It'll show you how to set that up. The double tariffs is pretty cool. So it's a pretty nice unit, definitely for $13. You can't beat it. One thing that I would say is I got the model without the backlight. I would not do that again. Definitely get the backlight, because if this is, say, in an outlet that's down at like knee level, it's kind of hard to see the screen. Whereas if you had a backlit one, you'd be able to see it from an angle or from standing up. So anyways, pretty cool unit. I'll have the link down in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Take care.